Hi guys, Pierce here. Today I'd like to show you some modifications I made to my passenger aircraft. Now the four-engine sort of DC-8 slash 707 sort of design, based off design, is actually very large, and since they're very large, they can accommodate a lot of heavy equipment. So I decided to replicate this with this aircraft. Now this version of this model I've created before is an AWACS plane. Now, AWACS stands for Airborne Warning and Control System. This aircraft is basically a giant flying radar in the sky. This radar is more powerful than like a fighter jet's radar and can track targets from an even longer distance. And this aircraft can help direct and help other friendly fighters target and fire away at enemy fighters at much longer distances. I guess with the help of this, you got things like BVR warfare, which is like beyond visual range. You got fighters that like this F-16 that can like connect up to the AWACS, and the AWACS will detect the enemy fighters and help this fighter, well, direct this fighter or help this fighter be able to attack and successfully take down other aircraft that this aircraft's radar might not be able to detect. Yeah, BVR is beyond visual range again. Yeah, you can. This means you can help shoot down aircraft beyond what the pilot can see using his or her radar or radar contacts provided, or yeah. Um, so yeah. Basically what I did is I just added this. I changed the module at the back with a giant radar. Normally your standard 707 AWACS has a circular one, but other AWACS have some sort of radar like this design. You kind of see with some sort of Gulfstream in other nations, but they can either come in like big circles or like rotating rectangles like this. They like rotate. They can rotate during flight. Inside, I replaced the passenger seats with command and control modules. So you got radar operators, and then they can communicate with their other fighter pilots. Another command module here, and in the back you have this command ultimate commander or guy who helps coordinates all the fighters. And yeah, that's basically the modifications I made for this specific variation. I'm gonna show you how to make this module over here so you can convert similar Lego planes to an AWACS sort of standard. This is the second variation of my passenger aircraft design, and this is actually a tanker version. The passenger compartment has basically been replaced by fuel compartments that carry more fuel. The idea is that this is a mobile fuel tank to extend the range of Allied fighters. So this thing would take off and in flight, like so let's say your fighters are deep in enemy territory and you need a refuel. You can call up this aircraft and extend out hoses long connecting hoses to the fighter aircraft for in-flight refueling. Now this can increase the range of the fighters and allow them to target deeper into enemy territory. So yeah, basically the modifications for this variant is very simple. All you have to do is just replace the windows with just bricks to give the idea of a fuel tank. You could use I just added these attachments below to each side of the wing. And since I didn't have any Lego wire pieces or Lego hose pieces in a good quantity, I just had to use a brick built one, but it still works fine. Give you a closer look at it. That's pretty simply. And yeah, that's basically all the variants I've came up so far with this passenger aircraft. With these combined, your Air Force can go farther, and your fighters will have a better awareness of the situation. Of course, these planes by themselves are vulnerable, so it's probably best that you have fighter escort to accompany these planes. Now there's a simple idea to just make this plane a missile carrier, so you can just add missile pods all over the wings of your aircraft. But I haven't really done it because I think it's relatively simple. It's very easy to add on. I have done this before, but it's kind of not really worth it. But you can turn this into a bomber. I basically emptied out the insides of this and made like a little sliding door on the bottom of a bomb bay. Yeah, it's really nice, but I think you have to work from the inside. But yeah, you can drop some bombs, but it's kind of small, but you can try it. I haven't done it because I just didn't find it worth it, but it's another option. So yeah, that's all the upgrade ideas for your Lego passenger planes. And yeah, I hope this helps.